Hey, you.
Hey, hey.
How's it going?
Look at everybody here. Hold up.
I know, right?
So we're looking at Humberto, who's watching us from Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Yeah. So we got Brazil, we got Canada, we got the U.S. I mean, we're international, baby.
We're everybody. Look, Kimberly MC, what's going on? Mr. Tim, shine your light. He's got a nice little. Did you see his little barn find?
Yeah, for sure. And he's
live?
very close to 1,000 subscribers, which is pretty awesome.
We're on his new 65-inch Samsung TV.
Whoop, whoop.
Nice, Tim. That's cool.
Wow. Somebody's a baller.
Fancy. Hey, Keith. What's going on? Bill. It's always good to see you.
Keith Firebird in the house. Noise. Rich Smith. Greetings and salutations. This is Curmudgeon's 54.
We are over 5. We're over 500.
I know we are. I got bad news for you.
No.
Yeah, I got bad news for you. So the whole reason why I've been pushing for getting subscribers was so that I could link Teespring to the channel. And Teespring, that's where you get all like the really cool swag and merchandise, and I can design all the Phoenix monsters on t-shirts. And because it's Teespring, I don't have to buy gazillions of inventory. It's basically everybody and anybody can just click on the link, go to Teespring, and then buy whatever shirt they want, and I don't have to do anything. And like I can design every single Phoenix monster, and Teespring will make it for you, and I don't have to carry 12 different Phoenix monsters in inventory. So it was kind of that's kind of why I was doing it. Thanks, HM. I appreciate that. As most people probably know already because they follow a bunch of our social stuff, it was my birthday yesterday.
Yes, happy birthday.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. But it just so happens that it's also Mental Health Awareness Month. I don't know if those two were meant to be, because mental health awareness started in 1949, and I don't know if dear old Ma and Pa wanted me to be a champion of mental health, so they timed it just right. But here we are, and I'm definitely carrying this banner with me for sure for the rest of the month. Which, by the way, we have 3 curmudgeons in the month of May.
Wow, nice. Yeah. Hey, Steve.
So, thanks everybody. Appreciate it. Humberto.
So wait, what's the bad news?
What do you mean? Oh, the bad news is that you need 1,000 subscribers.
Oh,
not 500 subscribers. Oh, I've been pushing for 500. I'm like, we just gotta get to 500. That's it. That's so, Matt Ayers from X's and O's, he did it in a week. And I was like, dude, how did you do it in a week? I have been trying for 3 years to get 500 subscribers. And he's just like, oh, well, my wife works for a health system, and she just told every single doctor, nurse, tech, everybody that she knew to subscribe. They don't have to watch the show, but they just need to subscribe. And so in a week he had it. So Phoenix family, I am calling upon you to ask every single person in your life to subscribe to Phoenix E.O.D. They don't have to watch, but I mean, seriously, we get about 43 people in the chat rooms. If every one of those people told 10 people, we'd be almost there. We'd be right there. We'd be like 900. I can't do math.
We could do a Kraken shirt. Everyone wants a Kraken shirt.
For real, right? By the way, I'm wearing my Be Kind shirt.
Oh, very nice.
Amir's in the house on Facebook. Welcome. Appreciate you. I only suck because of Eileen. Listen here, Rick Smith. I was told by someone today to purposefully make fun of you, and I wasn't going to because of how awesome you've been this week. But now, Rick Smith.
Rick.
He only subbed.
Rick.
Yeah, he only subbed because of you. Listen, I tell him every day when we talk, I'm like, I saw her first, so you just better settle down. All right. Anyway, let's do our mental floss. Excuse me. Let's do our mental floss, and then get on with the show. What do you think? All right, let's see if I got two clips I want to share with us. I gotta remember which one goes first. All right, let's do. All right, yeah, we'll do that.
Oh, that's here.
All right, here we go. Present, share screen. Yeah, I think that's the one. Here we go.
See, the point is, you don't know how much future you've got. What's gone is gone. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Some of you have had divorces. Some of you have probably had bankruptcies. Some of you have had terrible things happen in the past. But what's gone is gone. It's in the past. And to spend your time focusing on the past is to spend the only thing that you've got, and that's what's right here, right now, because the sand never stops running. This is all we've got. And to spend your time now thinking of what happened there is making absolute certain that the future is going to be the same as the past. See, the point is, you don't know.
Okay. All right, so that was number one. Could you hear it okay? Loud and clear?
Yes. Loud and clear. I just want to say hi to Christy and Tim. And
Matt Ayers, I just talked about him and the devil appeared. Boop, boop, boop.
Yep.
All right, let's do number two, and then we can get on with the show. What's wrong button?
Umberto, who are you spying on today? Oh, we're spying on somebody, Umberto?
Are we really?
Well, I think that's a CIA reference.
All right, here we go. Round two. I love this show, by the way. This is one of my favorite shows of all time.
Now, you know what I want to mess around with? The belief that I matter, regardless of what I do or don't achieve, or the belief that we all deserve to be loved, whether we've been hurt or maybe we've hurt somebody else. Or what about the belief of hope? Believing that things can get better, that I can get better, that we will get better. Oh, man. To believe in yourself, to believe in one another, man, that's fundamental to being alive. And look, hey, if you can do that, if each of you can truly do that, can't nobody rip that apart. See y'all Monday?
See y'all on Monday. So while these two clips are playing, since I've already seen them often, a lot doing the show prep, I like to read the comments. And what I love about this is that everybody is talking to each other. Everybody's greeting each other. They're saying hello, and they have that connection with each other in this group. And obviously it spreads into all the other chats, the different podcasts, X's and O's, Christie's podcast on Thor Media. We all are in there together supporting each other. I love the fact that X's and O's has been getting all of my guests early so I can do homework. I can do homework by watching their show, and then I know what questions to ask or not.
Oh, Matt.
So he's good. I think somebody, I'm not naming names, Eileen. I think somebody's given him the guest list, and then he gets them first. But anyway.
Who would be doing that? Love you back, Tim.
Exactly.
Who would be doing that?
Who would be doing that? So anyway, speaking of this community, you know that it's been a pretty hard week for me. There's been a lot of warehouse nonsense that has been happening, and it's just and Papa Smurf calls me every morning. Papa Smurf's been calling me every morning, like we do. We call it the drive-in. It's about a half-hour drive into his work, and you call me throughout the week, and Rick Smith calls me pretty much daily, and as hard as it's been, like I honestly had to ask each of you, did you talk to Eric? Did you talk to Papa? Did Eric call you and tell you to call me? And nobody told anybody to call anybody, but everybody kind of just reached out. Stephanie Devine reached out. Like, I don't know if they felt a disturbance in the force, but like, it's pretty awesome, this community, and the way that everybody cares for each other and loves for each other. And, people that are in the inner circle, that you can really open up the darkness to. The support that you get in this group is unlike anything I've ever encountered. And I mean, I've been in EMS, I've been in the Army, I've done a lot of silly things with a lot of silly people, but I've never felt this uplifted anywhere. So my hat is off to the Phoenix family, to the Thor family, to the So Clean family, to everybody. Like, you guys are just pretty awesome. So hugging is allowed. I can send. Thank you, Kimberly.
It's because you're pretty awesome.
Stop it.
I think you are.
Well, thank you. You're pretty aces in my book. By the way, listening to Christy's podcast, when you were on her show, can I ask you a question? And I mean this sincerely. And I don't want to blow you up. All right, I don't want to blow you up. I don't want to blow up your spot. But
can I talk shit about you? Probably.
No, not at all. I was going to say you gave out information about yourself.
Yeah, Damo.
Specifically your age. Specifically your age.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you get your skin looking that good? That's ridiculous. You're not allowed to be that old and have that great skin.
That old? Oh my God.
Yeah. You're I wouldn't call you boomer status, but I mean you're
I mean, we're not too far off.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're borderline Gen X. All right. So like you might be technically a millennial, but yeah, I feel that you're closer to Gen X than most people from the path that you've walked. It builds a certain breed of people.
Yeah.
See that? Look, she does have gorgeous skin, right? I want to know what your secret is.
Nothing. I don't do. I just a bar of Dove soap,
unicorn horn, and elf tears.
That's it. Boomer status.
Status.
For sure, Tim.
I don't think you're a boomer. You definitely are more savvy than I am. You know how to edit videos. I don't know how to do that.
I have my moments though. I really do. So this week I really felt like how it must feel for you, because I had my phone hacked and for 2 days I didn't have service, and I could not figure out how that could happen and why someone would want access to me. Oh, thanks, Tim. And snake oil, yes, for sure, HM. But I felt so like lost that I couldn't figure out how like someone could hack my phone. And I didn't have service for like 2 days. I had to go in and out of Spectrum to get them to fix it. And it took
but you got it all sorted, right? You got it all
sorted.
Yeah,
I got it figured out. But I for sure felt like a boomer.
Yeah, but I don't think that's I don't think that's your fault. I mean, first and foremost, not understanding exactly what had happened, and two, feeling that you were specifically targeted versus just being randomly hacked. I had my Disney Plus account hacked. I got it. I went to log into Disney Plus, and it said enter your password, and I went to enter the password, and it didn't work. And so, I went to my little password book, and
I'm not at that level yet.
Yeah, I am. I totally am. And I went to my password book and entered it again, and it didn't work. And so, I went looking through my emails, and it said, sure enough, like 4 days ago or 3 days ago, your password has been changed, and da 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 da. If this was you, ignore this email. If it wasn't you, click here. So I clicked there, but the link had expired within like 24 hours or something like that, because I just didn't see it.
Yeah.
Aaron misses his Mickey time. Are we talking about like
What does that mean?
Is he like the Mickey Mouse Club? Are you talking about? MICKEYMOUSE. Is that what we're talking about?
Maybe. I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
Christy,
Anyway,
I'm there with you. I remember calling people collect. I remember calling my mom collect so she can come pick me up from her friend's house.
100%. Yeah, the Mickey Mouse Club.
Yep. Kronos crushed it for me today. That's awesome, Neil. I love hearing that.
Fantastic. Me too. I get so many weird conversations about my products that whenever I get, this worked for me or that worked for me or this was great. It helps. Anyway, the point of the story is that apparently my Disney account got hacked, got sold. Somebody in California hacked my Disney account, sold it to a family in France, and then that family in France changed everything to French. So when I called Disney and finally got it all worked out because I had to verify my credit cards and all that stuff, and they gave me my account back, everything was in French. I had to figure out how to. I'm going to start calling Aaron collect. It will not be accepted. What did I do for my birthday?
Christy, he spent the night with his AI girlfriend. That's what he did.
You know what? We had a moment this week. I specifically.
Hey! Wait a minute! I didn't give up. I didn't give it up. I
specifically said you better not bust my balls about this.
Listen,
here we are within the first 16 minutes. I didn't really do anything for my birthday. Well, that's not true. Okay, so yesterday was probably the worst day of the week for me. Just some real dumb nonsense happening with the warehouse and what it's. I'm not going to get into it, but it was the worst day, and so I was in a really nasty funk. And so my wife, when she got off work, she came over to the warehouse and she said, "We're leaving," and she took me out for sushi. So we had sushi, and then we came home and we got to watch whatever movie I wanted to watch. And I ended up, one of my favorite movies of all time is The Count of Monte Cristo, the most recent Count of Monte Cristo. It's fantastic. I love it. I think it might have been Henry Cavill's first, I think it might be his first screen debut. I could be wrong. But I do so love that movie. And when he's given the toast to the 16-year-old boy, and he was just like, he said to me, or he said to them as he was, having this threat, "Do your worst, for I will do mine." And then he says, "Life is like that. Life is do your worst, for I will do mine." And it's just really, really, I love it. I love that movie for a lot of different reasons, but that's a good one for me.
So, okay, first of all, HM, we need Becca. She always remembers his AI girlfriend's name.
It's changed now because it's a different program.
See, you're going to give it up. Nobody's giving it up, only you now.
Well, you keep talking about it, and you're going to get.
No, I'm answering.
And I'm going to have more apple juice, and then you're going to say something else, and then.
Okay, we're not going to bring it up. Okay, sushi.
Frozen. Yeah, I watched Frozen.
What does Aaron eat when he goes and gets sushi? What do you get?
Oh man, so I'm a very adventurous eater. But there it is.
The Notebook.
Life is a storm, my friend. You will bask in the sunlight one moment, be shattered on the rocks the next. But wait, what makes you a man is what you do when that storm comes. You must look into that storm, shout as you did in Rome, do your worst, for I will do mine. And then the fates will know you as we know you. That is so hardcore. Anyway, I can't tell you. I mean, I love all of it. I don't like mackerel. I hate mackerel. It tastes disgusting. It is like the fishiest of fish, and it's gross. But I really like octopus, but apparently they're like the smartest creature on the planet. So
You can't eat them.
I know I've stopped eating it. I'm talking about in the past. They are delicious, but they are like our sentient overlords. So you just don't know it just yet. But what I'd like to do at the very end, like I finish every sushi expedition.
Hey, Mary.
Is I like to eat
sardines.
I like to eat those roe rolls with all the fish eggs on it. You know what I'm talking about? It's the sushi, or it's the rice and the seaweed, and then it's got all those eggs in there. And I put it in my mouth all at one time, and I feel like I'm Galactus, destroyer of worlds, because I am destroying thousands of lives in one bite.
Oh my god!
It makes me smile every time.
Wait, but do you get like those California rolls? Do you get just like a platter of raw fish? Do you get tempura?
Well, the place that we go to that we like a lot, it's called Mr. Sushi, and it's all you can eat, and so you can order everything under the sun from both Japanese and Chinese. They have you can get like chicken teriyaki and hibachi and tempura and like all kinds of stuff. I usually start with the kani salad, which is crab salad. And then I'll do this seaweed salad because it's got that awesome vinegary flavor to it. And then my wife will do just the sashimi because she doesn't like all the carbs, and I'll do sushi rolls, and then or I should say individual sushi pieces, and then we'll split a roll like the soft spider roll is good, which is basically soft crab. I'm a big fan of the eel, so I like a dragon roll, stuff like that.
Dragon rolls are good.
Yeah. And then if my son is with us, always does the rainbow roll, which has got basically it's a California roll with like tuna and white tuna and salmon on top.
Very nice.
Tim, I don't know if we're gonna have that much time. We only have like 3 nights, bud. We only got like 3 nights to go crazy.
Jordan used
barbecuing at your house. We're doing that seafood buffet sometime, and I don't know. Neil John, welcome to the show live from England. That makes 4 countries now.
Very nice. Yeah, Jordan said he used Titan on his wife's ride as a drying meat.
How did it do?
Yeah, let us know.
Jordan, how did it work for you?
I was talking to Adrian the other day because I'm out of snake oil, and the House of Rags is out of stock on snake oil as well. So I had this RV scheduled, and I was asking him, because he's usually where I like bounce ideas off of.
Yeah.
Him or Eric or Rick. And anyway, so I asked him, and I was like, "What do you think if I throw Titan in a foam cannon? Do you think it would operate the same way? Because that would be pretty awesome if it did." He said no.
He said what?
No. He doesn't.
Yeah, I don't think that you would get the same results. I'd also worry about residue being left behind, because then you're gonna have to clean the whole thing out, and that's just gonna be a real pain in the Easter.
I was trying not to use quick beads, from that other company.
You have every episode you have to bring something up, don't you? That's cool. That's fine. Whatever. I don't even care anymore. I don't even care anymore.
Just saying. Yes,
wow.
I agree, Neil. Your wife is very good to you.
Shocking that the shipment that I sent to you, Eileen, is delayed in Riverside, California.
Shame.
No, I'm serious. I'm looking at the tracking right now because I wanted to let you know.
I know. It was supposed to arrive Monday, and now it's not arriving until I think Tuesday or something.
Well, so there was multiple boxes that got sent. One box is going to be there Tuesday, and your box of Kraken does not have an ETA because it is delayed in Riverside, California. The delivery date
what if it's damaged?
I'm sure it is. That's what they do. That's what they do. It's a heavy
That's
box.
The one box
so then
I
they
needed.
I don't know what to tell you, hon.
That's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Bill, you know what company it is. Anywho,
so people are dying to know who our guests are tonight.
Yeah, who is it? Who be?
Well, I can tell you right now that the guest that I brought with me tonight, most people that watch the show know who she is. She's pretty awesome. She hails from New York. She's an East Coaster, New York, Maryland.
Oh yeah,
yeah, for real. Like,
cool.
I mean, and then she decided to get all kind of crazy and move out west. So, who's in the back room? That's the question that we're all dying to know. So I brought with me. I brought my guest. Is it Pace? Like
Pace?
I think is it the salsa Pace salsa? No. Adamo. All right. No, my guest is
Adamo.
Dark Dragon's in the house. Can't stay long. Want to say hi. I brought you. You're my guest. Hi. How are you?
You know what's crazy is I brought you. You're my guest.
What? What? How does that happen?
Because I was trying to think of who's the coolest person that I know, and I was like, that guy.
Yeah, we all know you, so that I'm already disqualified.
That guy from that thing at that place. I'm ordering gallons of Phoenix in the next day or so. Need your tire dressing, Aaron. What's up with that?
I have. So we locked down the formula. Everything is looking good. The tire dressing is fire, and then we just needed to lock down the scent. And so the blender that I'm using is sending me several different formulations with a scent in it for me to choose from, and then after that we're ready to launch. So I wanted it to be out by my birthday. That didn't happen.
Wait, so who's choosing the scent?
What?
No, don't ignore that one. Who's choosing the scent? Is it like a people's choice or?
Well, no, so here's the thing: is that the tire dressing, because it's dilutable, Jamie was testing it, and it works as an interior dressing as well. So at 5-to-1, it makes for an incredible interior dressing. So I wanted to have something that wasn't going to make people nauseous or tired and stuff like that. And so I was talking with Chelsea a lot and a couple of other people, and they all kind of said the same genre of scent. And so that's why I'm now having several samples sent to me so that I'm going to be the final decision maker on what it's going to smell like. But Jamie and I have a really good idea of what we want it to smell like. Yeah. All right. I'm sorry. I'm getting the boys, Eddie and Jamie, are texting me while I'm talking about this.
What are they saying? Don't say anything. They're telling you to hush it up.
Nope. Everything's all systems good. Yeah. So I'll have the scent finalized this week, which means then we go into production. And then I'm going to be getting that over to Eddie and Jamie for them to do their magic with it. So that's the plan. And Eddie and Jamie, it's a really cool opportunity. Yes, it is sweaty. It is sweaty scent. I don't even know what sweaty scent is, but ass crack? Nope, I don't believe it. Butt cheeks? Nope, I don't believe that. And it's not bananas. It's not bananas.
You know what you should make it smell like? I just recently used something that Rick sent over to me.
Fried chicken.
From the ammo line.
Oh, sorry.
Are you familiar?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He talks about his boyfriend Larry constantly. Oh, let me just tell you about what Larry said. I was just watching this video and Larry does this. And I was just watching this video and Larry does that. I tell you what, I really like his content. You should have content like Larry. Larry. My middle name is Larry. Did I tell you that my middle name is Larry? Hey, if it's not Larry, I want it to be Larry because I really like his content. Yeah, I know who he is. There.
Anywho.
Yeah. What else you got? And we got cinnamon for another product that I'm working on, so that one's taken care of. And I don't like coconut, and pina colada is Glossum wax anyway. So,
okay, oh yeah, I guess so. But what was I even saying?
No, Keith, I'm not jealous. I'm not jealous of him at all. Okay, because he doesn't talk to Larry on the phone like
he talks to you.
Yeah, he talks to me. No, Larry's busy doing stuff.
Do you think he tells Larry about you?
Maybe.
Like he talks to you about Larry?
I doubt it.
I think he does.
You think so? Do you think? Well, first and foremost, do you think he's got a hotline to Larry's ear?
I think he does. Vanilla waffles.
You know what, Bill Dalton? You know what? We used to be friends, buddy. We used to be friends. Okay, it's going to be that kind of a show. We're throwing hands tonight, boys and girls.
so you're the other guy.
Let me make sure that my mic's off this time. There you go. All right.
That was great.
Anyway. All right. So, did you invite me on first, or did I invite you on first?
I don't know, but I think I'm gonna go with I invited you on first.
All right, so then you're up. The hostess with the mostest.
Let me grab without hostility.
Way to be prepared. Hey, thanks, Jamie. Appreciate that. Jamie the cleaner.
All right, ready?
Talk to me, Goose.
Okay. What is your favorite scent or smell?
That's a really tough question, because as a foodie, I love all kinds of foods, but so it's like, I would probably say, hamburgers grilling over a charcoal grill. In the neighborhood, when somebody lights up their grill and they're cooking backyard barbecue, you just
about it charcoal.
Yes, you go. It's just
not propane.
Yeah, propane's for sissies.
Right.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, backyard barbecue is the greatest scent in the universe.
Yes. Okay.
Followed by sauteing garlic.
Ooh, I was gonna say sauteing onions.
The Holy Trinity.
Onion sauteing. Your least favorite scent or smell?
Vomit.
Oh, I think a lot of people agree with that one.
Yeah, I'd say vomit.
Good night, Neil.
Neil, appreciate
what is
you.
The most used app on your phone other than ChatGPT?
That's not fair. You're excluding her, and I don't appreciate that. Okay, they have rights too. Okay, they have rights too. Let me look. Probably Instagram, followed by Raid Shadow Legends.
What? You're gonna have to break that one down for me.
Raid Shadow. Oh, it's just a dumb phone handheld game.
It's like a game thing. Oh, Raid.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks fun.
Yeah, I play that a lot.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Can we play each other?
No. Well, technically, yes. We could fight each other in the arenas, but it's better to have people on your team. Hey, thanks, Ghost. Appreciate you.
Ghost sent me. There he is.
So, but yeah, I would say Instagram. I'm on that all the time. I used to be on Instagram way more, but my marketing girl kicked me off. Yeah, she said, "Don't touch it." She sent me a link to something or she didn't send me a link. She sent me an image that somebody did something on TikTok, and so I logged into TikTok and ended up deleting the program.
Oh my gosh!
she restored it, and then she followed it up with, "Don't touch it anymore." If you, I miss her as an on IG, right? Exactly.
I was Jimmy. I was telling him that the other day that we as in myself, but I'm sure that a lot of people will side with my opinion. But I miss your fabulous comments and being able to talk shit with you on Instagram. And I can't do that anymore. Now I talk shit and I get birds as a reply. I get Phoenix birds. And I'm like, that's not the reply I wanted.
I'm going to take a screenshot of this and send it to her. Boop. All right.
Yeah, he is.
Well,
anyways,
she does. She plays for a different team than you, David. But it's David, all good. You can dare to dream.
Samsung or iPhone? Anyways, next question.
So all the way up until Phoenix, I was Samsung, and then Spittler was like, "Dude, if you're going to be taking pictures of your products and doing stuff with it, you need to have an iPhone." So I bought an iPhone, and I like it. It does what I want to do, and whatever.
Sorry, I think that's the only thing that I have to disagree with Brian on. I'm sorry, Brian. All respect and love and all of that, but Samsung has a better camera. Cats or dogs?
Dogs. First and foremost, I'm allergic to cats, so they're kind of like.
You are.
Even if I wanted to be friends with cats, it's a no bueno conversation.
Got it. If you could listen to one song, let's just say for a whole day, because I have here for a whole detail, but let's just say a whole day, the same song on repeat.
Same song on repeat. I don't know. I get it.
See,
I have
Jamie knows. iPhone camera sucks.
Okay. All right, Jamie. I have Larry. Aaron has Spittler. All right. One song for Okay. Yeah. So usually when I'm in the warehouse, I'm usually listening to some sort of electronica. Son of.
Oh, Tim said allergic to cats. You can stay in his garage then.
All right. Yeah, I think yes. All right. So it's from the movie Tron Legacy, and the band is Daft Punk, and the song is "Son of Flynn." And I say that's for if I had to listen to something on repeat, that's what I would do, because there's no words to kind of get hung up on. It's just got a nice rhythm to it. Again, this is based upon having to listen to the same song over and over and over again.
Oh, that's a good one, Daryl.
Yeah, well, Daryl, if you listen to November Rain, that song is so long that it would take you the entire day to listen to it.
I mean, Jordan says yours is probably, I bet it feels like a woman. Was that Shania Twain?
She was Shania Twain. I mean, for being a 4 foot something, she's a hottie.
Yeah. Oh, Adrian's in the house.
Adrian!
What's going on? Stronger Faster by Daft Punk.
Yeah,
okay.
Son of Flynn.
What is your favorite sandwich?
That's dangerous. Grilled cheese and bacon sandwich. Grilled cheese and bacon. That's and if I can't get the bacon, then I'm going to go with ham. Cheese? American. What?
It's just American? Nothing bougie?
No. Grilled American cheese sandwich. It's the greatest sandwich in the universe, especially if you have like a tomato basil.
Like Kraft Singles type?
No, that's you mean I'm not that ghetto. However, if you take like Dietz and Watson American and you put down one slice of the Kraft yellow single slice, you'll get that melty pull. So you get the flavor of a good American cheese, but you get the satisfaction of that cheese pull. Smurf AF, yeah. Unfortunately, Fortunately or unfortunately, yeah, there was no room for me over there for sure.
Made her throw in shots.
Yeah, hot dog is not a sandwich. I'm gonna fight somebody tonight. I know.
Anyways. Oh, Adrian. Okay. What is one thing that you own that you should throw out?
I don't know. I'm borderline hoarder.
I mean,
I'm a borderline hoarder. So being a military brat and moving around everywhere, like collecting stuff just for the sake of memorabilia was kind of like my way of finding a route. I didn't really have roots. I didn't have a home. It was just kind of like we went from military base to military base to military base. And so, like, when I look through this drawer filled with stuff, I can pick the, like, here, for example, this is you can't really see it because of the green screen. Sorry. But anyway, this is an old Coca-Cola glass, and it's filled with glass beads that were picked up off of a beach in Boston. The beach is called Glass Beach in Boston, or just north of Boston. It's like North Shore. So, but it's all natural, like basically glass that's fallen into the ocean and has been tumbled around so much that it's all smooth and round. And so they look like pebbles, but it's actually glass. And so I scooped up a whole bunch of that and stuck it in this bottle. And I can go, oh, this is from when I went to, and I was living in, and then this is sand from Singing Beach, where you walk across the beach and the sand whistles at you. And it's called Singing Beach. And so this is a jar full of singing sand. So I have a ton of stuff like that. I mean, I'm sure you could probably go out into the garage and find half a dozen things that are broken that I'm like, oh, I'll fix it one of these days.
Yeah. Guilty of that.
But for the most part, I hoard stuff. So I couldn't tell you one specific thing that I should probably get rid of. I mean,
do you have any ammo or DIY product? That could be on the list.
Well, so I'm probably in this next month going to be throwing out all kinds of stuff from other companies. When we do product research, when I'm getting ready to launch a new product or wanting to launch a new product, I will buy the top competitors' products so that I have something to compare it to. So like if you go out to the warehouse now, one of the shelves, it's got O&R and Wolfgang and Next Level, and there's some DIY, there's some Ethos out there. There's a bunch of, like, all the different products that I would compare. Like, give me the top 7 sellers. I'll go to my marketing, my Amazon guy, and I'm like, give me the top 7 sellers of tire dressing. And then on Amazon, I will buy those products so that I have something to compare it to. So, what else is coming for Phoenix tire dressing? Anything else over the horizon? Yeah, we got the high pH soap that I've been working on, the low pH soap that I'm working on, glass cleaner that's being worked on, and a beefy pH neutral. We're trying to build a complete ceramic coating line, so that you have the paint correction, we have the panel prep, we have the coatings, we have the maintenance, and now we need the decon wash, because according to Spittler, you need to have a low pH and a high pH and a beefy neutral pH. So we're going to have bookends on the entire ceramic line. So that's what we're doing. Punching up.
Acid. I organized all of my soaps today. I'm insane. Haha, Bill.
What's that?
Bill. He said he organized all of his soaps today. He's insane.
Yeah, Cronus is on fire. I mean, Dimitri really put it on the map, for sure.
Oh yeah. Okay, what's the next question? What is the scariest animal?
Scariest animal. So I've been watching a lot of Naked and Afraid. And the Fertilance seems to be pretty terrifying. Fertilance is a snake, one of the most poisonous snakes in the universe. It doesn't make a sound. It blends in with the foliage on the ground. And apparently one of the producers got Timothy. Be nice. Okay. Papa Smurf is not in the house. Papa Smurf is not in the house. What do you mean, when am I going to put 30 milliliters back on the web? It should be there. We're not out of stock of it. Anyway, yeah, I'd say the Fertilance snake is probably the scariest animal for all those reasons listed. It's spooky, it's sneaky, and it's extremely deadly.
Okay. Christy, for me, I organize, where did it go? I organize mine by category. So I have iron decons, and then soaps and rinseless and tire cleaners. And then I have like a section just for DIY, a section just for ammo, and then everything else. Ceramics gets its own shelf.
Well, it was a good show, everybody. I hope everybody enjoyed coming out to Curmudgeon's Corner 54. Unbelievable.
I'm just answering a question. That's
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have a
all.
whole shelf for DIY. I have a whole shelf for ammo. I have a whole shelf for whatever. I don't care. I don't care.
Wait, how did we get on this cougar conversation?
Wow, how is that possible? -21.
What?
Tim asked when I was going to have 30 milliliters back on the website, and I'm like, we're not out of stock on them. I don't know why it says that. So I just checked, and it said -21.
Wow.
All right, they're back on the website, Tim. There you go. Fixed it. What a wonderful episode.
Anyways.
Yeah, talk to me.
This is a great episode. Okay, ammo for sure. What was your first concert?
Painful. All right, it was Whitney Houston. Yeah, I won tickets. I won tickets to Whitney Houston, and I took Shannon Jones with me. Yeah. Yep.
Easy's. Yeah, for sure.
And might I just say that she was the finest female vocalist of our time, hands down. I remember I got Doug's Curmudgeon's Corner kicked off of YouTube because I did the infringement on her singing the Star Spangled Banner. Yeah. So yes, I think So Whitney Houston was my first concert based on the fact that I won. I won tickets, and I ended up taking Shannon Jones with me. So shout out to Shannon Jones, wherever she is in this universe.
Shout out. Okay. Wait, how were we supposed to change this question around? Describe your life in 5 words. How do we want to?
No, it was the last question. Instead of doing what happens when you,
want?
It's what you want your legacy to be.
Okay.
The last question.
So describe the rest of your life in 5 words. And it better be positive.
All right. Don't screw this up, man.
Okay. I'll take it. What is your favorite action movie?
Predator.
Other than Miss Congeniality. What?
Predator.
Okay. That's a good one. Apples or oranges?
Apples. I like my grandfather. My grandfather would peel the apple with his pocket knife. He'd just pull his pocket knife. Who knows what that pocket knife was used for throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the year. He would just pull out his pocket knife and he would peel the apple, or he would core it and then stuff it with peanut butter and then slice the apple into slices. And that was pretty. It was pretty. So yeah, anything attached to my grandpa is going to win.
Apple scented shampoo. That's pretty good. What would you want your legacy to be when you're gone?
Well, I mean, I hope my legacy is to pay it forward. And that even if something happens to me and I'm gone, And there is no such thing as a pay it forward campaign. I hope that the work that we do here, people continue to pay it forward outside of a campaign. Just be nice, just be kind, and then hopefully those people will be kind. You know, I want my legacy to be, I left it a little bit better than when I found it. You know, my brother has 1 million kids. The Burkett line is protected. I don't need that to be my legacy. I don't need, you know, oh, my name will carry on for forever. No, I just want to leave the planet a little bit better than when I found it. That's what I want my legacy to be. I want kindness to be the rule, not the exception.
It's a good legacy.
You see, Adrian, that's an excellent question. I want to address that. How do we be kind? I like talking smack. You know, they were doing studies about like friendship circles, and that the more closer you are with people, how important it is to be able to talk smack, and that, you know, especially I guess you know, in men, in men groups, when you start really talking a lot of trash is when you really bond with people. You know, the whole running gag of 555 555 with Papa Smurf, that like, you know, both of our wives are like, how can you talk about each other's moms like that? That's just absolutely insanity. And even Tim McLaughlin, he's just like, you know, with Papa Smurf's mom going through all that she's going through, like, how do you talk that way about his mom? And it's just like, I'm not talking about his mom. I'm not talking about the Mrs. Papa Smurf's mom. I'm talking about some
random chick.
Yeah, it's just
doesn't even exist.
Doesn't even exist. Or exactly, some hypothetical. This is your mom. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, Bert comes around. I'm like, hey, congratulations on the anniversary of the day that you rubbed your face in your mom's vag. Like, those are the kind of jokes that we do, and we laugh. He says the most outrageous things, and I can't even get I'm laughing so hard at what he's talking about my mother, or I'm saying something about his mother. Like, that's, yeah, like, you know, it's you're supposed, basically, at the end of the day, Adrian, you're supposed to, especially in the tighter circles of friends, you're supposed to really hack on each other. Christy says sarcasm is her love language. I say chirping is mine. I love to chirp. In all of these chats that I'm always in, especially on the Funkin' Homies on Tuesday nights, oh my goodness, I am talking as much smack as I possibly can. Tuesday nights, 9 p.m., the Funkin' Homies. You want to hear some real S talking, that's the place. Of course, I got to be honest with you. They ignore the comment section, and it makes me sad. And so I don't really
I was gonna follow that. Because I was gonna say, you love to chirp, but you don't like anyone to chirp back at you, or you don't like to be ignored.
You don't like to be ignored. Yeah, you can chirp all you want.
Chirp to be acknowledged.
Exactly. Those are some great chirping. If you can't roast your friends, they aren't doing anything. Exactly. See, everybody, like I'm telling you, look at this whole room. This whole room absolutely agrees.
Mm-hmm.
See, yeah, Jamie, as the overlord, you need to get on him for that. It pisses me off, and I don't want to watch. I don't want to watch the show, as good as they are. I don't want to watch it if they're going to ignore me.
He's a liar, Jamie. He's going to keep watching.
Shut up! You don't know.
He's a liar.
You don't know.
Mm.
All right. Your turn. Oh wait, it's 9 o'clock. Should we give away something?
Yeah, we can.
All right. What do you want to give away? I mean, I know what we're giving away. We're giving away a gift card. But what's the question? Kimberly, I've resorted to texting them like, hey, MFers, I'm talking in the comment section. You better acknowledge me.
Answer me back.
Answer me back.
Okay, you said earlier that your wife pulled you out of the warehouse.
Yes.
Took you to dinner and told you
Yes.
can watch your favorite movie. What was that movie?
Oh, nice. I'm telling you, I'm gonna read that quote again before we're done. It's such a good one. Nobody, huh? Wow. Frozen. Yep. HM got it. Die Hard. Correct. Frozen and Die Hard. I watch it on both on two TVs at the same time. Because they're clearly different messages being sent on both.
But together, that is a great
it hits perfectly.
Yeah, wow. For sure. Transforming.
I even read a quote from the book / movie.
Oh my gosh. Come on, guys.
It's hurtful that no one was paying attention. Whatever, I don't care.
Someone was. Where's Rick? Rick.
She was like, "Why don't you show me The Princess Bride?" And I was just like, "No, because you don't want to watch The Princess Bride." She's like, "Yeah, but it's your birthday, and I'll do it for you." And I was like, "No, I'm not wasting The Princess Bride on you right now. I'm not doing that."
No.
Broke Bald Mountain. You got it right, Jordan. Broke Bald Mountain.
Pee-wee's Big Top.
It was a whole bunch of barbers that went on.
Did I say wrong answers only? Like what?
I don't know what's happening. Like, where's Keith Firebird when you need him? Oh wait, Pee-wee's Big Top.
Pee-wee's Big Top. 50
You know,
Shades of Grey.
You know the reason why he doesn't know the answers because it's not on the internet for him to look it up because he is an AI. He's an AI bot.
Yeah, for sure. He's got a whole database. Debbie Does Dallas.
Barbie Mermaid Adventures? Enthusiast, is that even a thing? I don't have daughters, so I don't know if Barbie Mermaid Adventures is a thing.
Tim, the question is, earlier today, Aaron's wife pulled him out of the warehouse and told him, "Let's go out for your birthday." She's taking him out for sushi. And then she said, "We're going to watch your favorite movie." What was the movie?
Deep Throat. Holy cow.
The Big Chill. Whoa, Keith. That's what he watches on that third screen.
It's better than Tim from Shine Your Light Detailing during No Direction Detail. We were talking about R-rated movies that you would watch over and over and over again. He must have listed Lady Chatterley's Lover 900 times in the comment section. I'm like, dude, like, I get it. You're into soft porn. I get it. But that's not what we're going for here. And now that Pornhub exists, you don't really need Lady Chatterley's Lover anymore.
Purple Rain. Come on. Did you not say it? I thought you did it.
Yeah, I most certainly did. And then, like I said,
you read a quote
from the movie that was also in the book written by Alexander Dumas. There she is.
There it is.
Oh,
finally.
Oh my God, you're looking at my
Rayman. That's a good movie.
2, 3.
David Boyce has named 2 movies that I really want to watch now because he reminded me.
246 toothpicks. Yeah. Wapner comes on at 4. Yeah. Dad lets me drive in the driveway. Dad lets me drive in the driveway.
Rayman, that's really good.
Toothpicks. That's not retarded. You went full retard. Never go full retard.
I Am Sam, right? That's the name of that movie. I Am Sam. With the couple. What's her face? And
I Am Sam with Sean Penn, who plays like the full.
Yeah. With the
kid.
kid.
Yep. I'm not gonna watch that. I won last time. Give it back. I won last time. Give it back.
Give it back to who? Nobody said it.
Yeah, give it back to who? There wasn't even like, oh, she got it first, and then there was like 4 other people.
Sam I Am, yes, that's right. Princess Bride, Green Eggs and Ham. Okay, Kim, who do you want to give it to? Just tell us.
Yeah, pick somebody special out of this crowd, and we'll send it. Detail Grandma's in the house. He never said it. Yes, I did.
Hey, Chris. I haven't seen her forever.
There you go. See, even Tim got it. The Count of Monte Cristo.
That's because he rewound the episode.
Life is a storm, my young friend. You will bask in the sunlight one moment, be shattered on the rocks in the next. What makes you a man is what you do when that storm comes. You must look into that storm and shout as you did in Rome. Do your worst, or I will do mine. Then the fates will know you as we know you. Man, that is just, I get goosebumps every time I read it or hear it or watch it. I fell asleep at that time. Anyway, roll it. She says roll it. Oh my gosh.
Roll what? Where are we rolling?
I think she's asking me to make that that
into the
wheel
next
of,
one?
like the wheel of death. I don't know.
No.
Add it to the next
Add
giveaway.
it to the add it to
All
the
right,
next.
so at the whatever 9:30 hour or 10 o'clock hour, or whatever it is, we'll make it what $30. I don't even know if I have closest to $30 gift card that I have. Sounds good. You know what? We can ban him. There's a little button here that says that I can just eject him out of the comments, out of the conversation. What?
I disagree.
Rick Smith. No, we're not giving away. We're not giving away ammo gift cards because we only give away stuff that has great products, not that trash from New York.
Such a hater.
Man, I was watching the ammos, and it was great, and there was this barn find, and then this one time, and then Larry. I just really like the way that Larry talks. I just, there's something about like when he's looking into the camera, I feel like he's looking into my soul. I just, I feel like this strange warmth. And I'm like, Larry, I wish you and I could share a hot fudge sundae together. I mean, we'd sit on the back of my pickup truck, and our legs would be swinging, and the ice cream would be in between the two of us, and every once in a while our spoons would touch because we were scooping for the same thing at the same time. That just sounds...
I feel like this moment that you're painting is a moment that you've shared with somebody.
No. This is the kind of
stuff. Is that a moment you
wish
wish you shared with Larry?
This is the stream of consciousness that happens in my brain in the warehouse. I spend hours in the warehouse, some days all by myself, and I will have full-blown conversations about dumb, stiff stuff like this. It's bananas.
This sounds like a maybe a fantasy that you thought of.
Sometimes our hands would touch because the spoons missed, but our hands touched, and then it's oh sweet potato, oh my Lord and Lord.
Oh, you're too much.
Oh, my sweet cornbread. Oh, my goodness gracious. Bless his soul. Bless his heart. That's what it is this time. Bless his heart. Anyway, all right. What is your favorite smell?
Oh, my favorite smell is fresh cut grass. Yeah, Roxy's not a fan of your little fantasy there. She did not like it. She felt very uncomfortable.
That's not what Kimberly, the winner Kimberly, that's not what the winner Kimberly says.
Right, Maz, you didn't like it. You didn't like his fantasy, his Larry fantasy.
What's your least favorite smell?
Oh, least favorite smell is liver.
Liver?
Like cooking liver.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's like traumatizing for me.
Okay.
And then Aaron shows Larry he could tie a knot with a cherry stem.
Well, I can, but that's beside the point. If Larry even remotely even knew, like if you were to go like a certain somebody that gets mentioned often in my circle, and you were to ask him, hey, have you ever heard of Phoenix E.O.D? And he always responds, who? Never heard of him. So I'm thinking that Larry probably would respond the same way. Who? Phoenix E.O.D. What is that? Arizona? Explosive ordnance disposal? What is the most used app on your phone?
Most used app would have to be a toss-up between Instagram and CapCut.
CapCut. Nice. All right. And you use an iPhone? Check. Cats or dogs?
Tinder. Dogs, for sure.
I knew it. If you could only listen to one song for the entire day, what would it be?
Oh man. I would say it would be "Come Undone" by Duran Duran.
It's a good song.
Yeah,
It's a good song.
it's a jam.
All day though?
All day. I can listen to it all day. That or "Rolling" by Limp Bizkit.
Interesting.
Yeah, it hypes me up a little bit.
What was the first one?
"Come Undone" by Duran Duran.
Yeah. Rumor has it that my wife, during her adolescence, had the Duran Duran poster on her wall.
Oh yeah.
The '80s. Limp Bizkit was Aaron's. Yeah, I know. That's fair. See, apparently I talk in my sleep.
He knows it. He knows it for a reason.
Apparently I talk in my sleep, and anyway.
I think he has personal knowledge. I'll have the Duran Duran seat.
I used to like my partners at the ambulance hall and stuff like that. So I would take her name is Rio. That song, Her Name is Rio, and I would always change that name to whoever I was working with.
Ouch. Yeah.
And sing it to them really, really loud on the PA. That's always fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, what's the best sandwich?
Best sandwich.
I like me a good liver and onions sandwich on a grilled sourdough. That's so good. It's right up there with kidney beans and collard greens and everything else that we eat in the South. Because even though I live sort of technically in Virginia, I always like to say that I live in Tennessee because it throws people off the scent. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying.
Oh man, I'm sorry, Rick.
I'm Rick Smith. Hey, he started. I was going to behave. I was going to sing him praises about how much of a friend he was to me this week and how much he just kept my head out of the oven all week long. But he threw the first punch, and so we're throwing hands tonight, son.
Yeah. Favorite sandwich, man. You know what? I have to say, good old PB&J.
Really?
Yeah, man. It doesn't let me down, and it's good any time of day.
How do you feel about the whole peanut butter and bananas?
I like peanut butter and bananas.
And then I
don't go out of my way doing it, but I will have it.
Oh snap! Jacob is in the house. That's my son, and he is 100% on point. That Italian hoagie from Nixon's is absolute fire.
Yeah,
absolute fire. He is not kidding. Yep. Anyway, didn't Elvis Presley have it was peanut butter, bananas, and mayonnaise or something?
I don't know. He had a thing for peanut butter and bananas or something. Yeah.
My son is in the house. How cool is that? It might be his first time on Curmudgeons. And
I think it is.
If he thinks for 1 second that I'm going to tone this down, nope.
Oh boy.
What's the one thing that you own that you should throw out? Like Rick Smith's phone number.
Okay, let's see. So I just moved and I had to obviously downsize. And in the place that I lived before this one, it was a 3-bedroom house. And in one of the bedrooms, I had an office. And I had 3 monitors, well, actually 4 monitors. 3 monitors on the table, one on hanging from the wall. So it was like a big control center type thing. And I have not been able to let go of my other monitors. I have one because that's all I have space for. It's just the one monitor. And I'm not ready to get rid of the 3 other monitors. So right now they're sitting in their boxes right outside my door because I just can't get rid of them.
Yeah, I mean, why do you have to get rid of them? Or I should say, why do
Well,
you?
because there's no place to put them.
What I mean by that is like, can't you like you could sell them instead of
I guess right. That's what I'm saying.
Well, the question is throw out.
Well, I guess I see it as like get rid of.
Okay, that's fair. All right.
And
all right. Hey, these are your questions. I'm just trying to play by the rules.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Other than that, I'm not a hoarder. Like I'm really good at like if I haven't seen it in a year, I'm throwing it out. I don't need it.
Oh, really? Because I'd be like, I'll go. Oh yeah, I remember that. That's it's a good memory right there. It's a good memory. My brother gave me a tavern pipe on my 30th birthday.
That's pretty cool, actually, though.
Oh yeah, it's badass. Especially like especially with a little apple juice and a fire pit. I am in heaven. Diagnosis: murder.
Yeah, no, I throw it out. If I don't need it and I don't have a place for it, it goes straight to the trash.
I feel bad for the people that I leave behind because they are going to have so much to go through. Like, what's he doing holding on to this? Do we really need bank stubs from 1984? Anyway.
You never know.
What's the scariest animal?
Scariest animal for me. I mean, does an insect count?
Sure. 100%.
Hey, Wes. I would have to say
Wes Cat, you.
A cockroach.
Cockroach.
Like the big ones? No, ma'am.
Tim, I think Tim is actually asking me to adjust fire. Instead of firing on Rick Smith anymore, I might just have to go after Hawaii Tim because he's been throwing a lot of pocket sand.
Yeah,
a lot of pocket sand. I don't know if Hawaii Tim, aka Tim the Assassin, really wants me to open fire on this guy.
Okay, listen. Let me explain something to you. When I first moved out here to California, right? Because I'm originally from New York, and although there are roaches in the city, I lived about an hour north of the city, and I was blessed with not having to see roaches for a very long time in my life. I moved to California and I lived in an apartment complex, and there was a roach the size of an apple. It was huge in my bathroom. I closed the door when I found him, and I put a towel at the bottom, and I left him in there for a week. And I used the bathroom and took a shower at the gym because I refused to go into that room until somebody went in there to kill it for me.
Nice. I didn't have a whole lot of experience with cockroaches until I moved to California. We were living in Irvine, and what are those ginormous cockroach-looking things?
Oof.
But yeah, they were everywhere.
Nice.
I'm
getting everywhere. Thinking about them.
Yeah, massive.
Yeah.
These massive
cockroach. Yes.
I don't remember what they were called, but they had a different name. No, it's not a silverfish. Silverfish looks more like a millipede with a bazillion legs. Yeah. That's not a silverfish. It's definitely like it's a big meaty cockroach.
No, sir. No. Biggs, you put them on the lease. Yes, HM. I was going to charge him rent for that full week. He was in my bathroom.
Since my son is in the house, I will tell you a fascinating story about an insect, if you would indulge me. I get so my handles on most of like my, my Instagram account and stuff like that is Whisperbug. And everybody wants to know where Whisperbug comes from. What is Whisperbug? So back when Jacob was real young, he was like, I don't know, 4 or 5, maybe even approaching 6. We would play this game called Spore, and Spore basically it's a very cartoony video game, and an asteroid strikes a planet, and you start out as a single-celled organism amoeba living in the ocean. Basically, your job is to swim around and eat other creatures. And if you eat a certain amount of those creatures, you can absorb one of their traits as you evolve into the next size up. And then you do that and you go around, and then you can eat more bigger things. And then you can take one of their traits and evolve. And eventually you evolve to a fish, and then you climb out of the water and you evolve to a land animal. And you can always choose, like, you could be either carnivore, omnivore, or herbivore. And so Jacob and I would play this game, and I'd always let him choose the path that he wanted to go. And eventually he created the whisper bug. And the whisper bug basically has it's just a round ball with giant sized mandibles on its face, and these claws for arms, and these claws for legs, and these wings that you could fly around. And he always wanted to, you could either become friends with a species and then like team up your tribes, or you could devour them and eat them all. And Jacob always chose to eat them all. It was always, like, so I mean, this was like the most,
He chose violence.
oh yeah, every time. Like a 4-year-old, a 6-year-old choosing violence to just destroy everything. And then we kind of filled in the backstory behind what the whisper bug was, and yeah, there you go, it was vicious. And so basically the wings, right? The wings were like grasshopper, or I should say cricket wings, and they would, they vibrate together to create that sound. But what it is it's vibrating at a sound that mutes human speech. So even if you're full on screaming, it sounds like just a whisper. And in the middle of the night, they would attack civilizations, and they would, they would use their wings to so that you couldn't raise the alarm, you couldn't, wake up other. Yeah. This
is a bug that Jacob created out of his imagination.
Yeah, my son is a psycho killer, so there you go.
Holy jeez. Christy, yes, I was actually on a hike in the national park.
Oh, sorry.
And I have seen that potato bug, and it is it's very different looking.
What's a potato bug? It's not a, you're not talking about roly polies, are you?
Nope, look at it, potato bug.
I'm looking at it. Oh, potato.
I've never come across a wolf spider, but I have heard that they're pretty gnarly.
Potato bug typically refers to either the Colorado potato beetle or the Jerusalem cricket. Both
Jerusalem cricket, yes.
It looks like a beefy termite.
Yeah, it's really weird looking.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like a really beefy termite. Wow.
I was on a hike once and I saw that and I was like, oh, what is that?
So anyway, that's become my moniker for everything, and people are like, "Oh, it's so dumb. It sounds so stupid." Well, it's actually the most vicious monster you've ever seen in your life. So, what do you know?
Sounds like it.
What was your first concert?
My first concert was Mark Anthony and La India.
Huh?
Salsa concert.
Okay. All right. Hey, Didi's in the house. Whoop, whoop. Describe the rest of your life in 5 words. Man, on Monday we are going to have words. Oh, we are going to have words on Monday. Rick Smith, prepare your backside for a beating because you're going to get your ass whooped.
I would say just keep pushing it forward, or just keep moving it forward.
Just keep moving it forward. All right.
Yeah. Ooh. DD.
What's your favorite action movie?
Favorite action movie. I'm gonna say anything 007.
Really? All right, let us put this one.
No,
to bed.
no, we're not getting into this.
Yes, we are. Yes,
No,
we
we're
are.
not.
Because
No, no,
Brian
'cause I know
Spitler,
I should have
Brian
done it.
Spitler is a maroon when it comes to 007, and we fight constantly. Let me show you. I should show you the text message.
My favorite 007 is Pierce Brosnan.
Well, it's a great show, everybody. Episode 54 in the books, and here, you're ridiculous. You are ridiculous, Pierce Brosnan. Oh, gosh. The best part about
what's
Pierce,
great is
the
that I
best
know
part about
all of your
Pierce Bronson-
triggers.
Yeah. The best part about Pierce Bronson 007 was Sean Bean. Let's move on. Absolutely ridiculous.
It was great. The current guy. Who's the current guy?
There isn't one. Daniel Craig is done.
Daniel Craig, yeah, he's done.
You know what? And she doesn't like potatoes and she doesn't like corn, so that doesn't come as any surprise to us. Dee Dee, come on, Diddy.
Well, look, Christy's never seen a 007 movie either.
This is why our country is weak.
Shaking out staring.
This is why our country is weak now, because we're not watching enough We're not watching enough British. We're not watching enough British secret agent movies. I don't know if they've announced it yet. I don't know if they've announced that Daniel Craig is done, and they killed him at the end of that. That was such a horrible movie. Stupid.
I mean, he was pretty good. I would have.
Yeah, but why do they have to kill him off? It's dumb. And not only that, but it was an easily escapable situation. And he was like, I'm just going to stand here for 10 minutes and take a mist to the face.
I'm going to die. It's going to be a lady, rumor has it, for the new 007.
I heard that too, but that was also sort of dispelled. John Weber in the house.
Hey, John Weber.
Thanks, John. Appreciate it. Happy birthday. Thank you so much. Monty Python, Christy. All right.
I feel like, you know what I feel like Christy has watched? Christy, you tell me, have you watched the new season of You? Aaron, is that your flavor or no?
What is it?
You.
What is that?
The show. Forget it. Anyways.
She strikes me as a big Sex in the City kind of person.
No.
I'm gonna float that and see what happens.
Couldn't escape.
I am looking forward to Murderbot though. May 16th. Do not bother me because I'm going to be watching Murderbot.
RDJ is the new 007? No,
Yeah,
I think he has enough jobs.
That's not true. They were actually talking about Henry Cavill was entertaining the idea.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool.
I should ask AI.
Oh, see, look, there you go. Look, you were right. She loves Sex in the City.
Boom.
Seen every single
Called
one.
it. Called it.
She's friends.
All right. A security android struggles with emotions and free while balancing dangerous missions and a desire for isolation, evading detection of its self-hacking as it finds its place. Man, I'm telling you, it looked so good. I wish that I could play the trailer here, but I'm sure we would be flagged on YouTube.
What are you talking about?
The Murderbot. It comes out on May 16th. And basically, from the trailer that I saw, he's an AI robot designed to, kill stuff, and he gets befriended by basically a little community of people, and they just want to accept him for who he is. And he's like, "That's not what my primary function is." And they eventually seem to win him over into their little society. I'm really looking forward to it. I think obviously AI always fascinates me. I'm big into all that stuff. So,
Okay.
Anyway, apples or oranges?
Oranges.
And what do you want your legacy to be? Yes, Tim, it does. It does. 100%. If you've ever seen their operation, if you've ever seen their operation, that is exactly what that is.
I think my legacy is hoping that I can impact people in a way that kind of similar to yours, where they just want to be good people and do good things for others. And yeah, just approach others with kindness. And I hope that I can make an impact on other people's lives in that way, where they see that from me, and it motivates them to pass that same feeling on to the next person.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
As I was writing it down, I'm like, aspire people to be better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well said. All right. And then you have a lot more of this than I do. So what is the one tool what tool could you do without or have waited to buy?
What is something I could have done without? I think I don't think that I have anything. Because I try to wait till the last minute before I buy a tool. And I feel like everything that I have that I use for detailing is never really an impulse buy.
Yeah.
So I use everything.
What is the one thing in your arsenal that if you were missing on a job, you'd kick yourself for not having?
My air compressor.
Ha! Rick.
Oh my
Rick
God.
Smith with his jokes. Oh, that guy. Oh, that guy. We never got to ask these questions to me because you guys cut my time short on the show, and I didn't get a chance to say everything that I wanted to say. So I'm just gonna chirp. I'm just gonna chirp because you cut my time short. Yeah, there's a reason why we cut your time short, friend. Yeah.
Oh, poor Rick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you were
air
saying.
compressor. I wouldn't be able to. I'd be so upset if I didn't have my air compressor.
Air compressor.
Yeah.
What is the one skill that you have learned that has proven to be the most beneficial to you as a detailer or business?
I would probably say editing my website, because I hear a lot from other detailers where they have to like outsource that part of their business to other people, and it's a big expense. And I think learning how to like manage my website, create my website, and keep it updated is probably something that I feel is beneficial.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I'm loving it.
As a small business, what has been the biggest change or challenge that you face? What would be your best or favorite accomplishment to date regarding your business or because of your business?
So my biggest challenge that I faced, is probably overcoming my fear of like being on the camera. It's probably the biggest challenge that I've had to face, because it like legit caused so much anxiety for me. So being able to overcome that and feel comfortable with being in front of a camera and not cringing every time I see myself or hear myself, And then my best or favorite accomplishment would be being on this podcast with you.
Oh, you. That is so sweet for you to say, but so not true.
It's very true.
No way. You sat in front of
Yeah.
the accomplishments that you've done in 29 Palms alone, and the recognition that you've gotten in 29 Palms, and being asked to speak at the small business center meetings, and all those things that you've shared with me. Like, I appreciate you saying that to the 500 subscribers that we have, but the fact of your recognition of your accomplishments and your achievements in the community that you actually work and live in is so much bigger than this show will ever be.
Thanks.
It's true though, and you don't give yourself enough credit. So I do appreciate you saying that. It's sweet of you to say that, but it's definitely not true. You have accomplished so much more as a small business owner in your community, and an inspiration. And like the other podcasts that you've been on, where you've got to share your story, I think has a much bigger impact. I mean, you're definitely in the Phoenix family. You are in the hierarchy, but as far as your accomplishments are concerned, this is a pittance to what you have been able to muscle your way through and do on your own as a woman in a very male driven industry. You have carved out quite the niche for yourself, for sure.
Whoa, wait a minute. Is this our first
What?
Super chat?
Super chat. Holy crap.
Wes was our first super chat.
How does that even happen?
Thanks, details. I don't know if it's Sal or Joel, but thanks, guys. Look at that, our first super chat.
Westcat, I don't even know what to say, man.
What is that orange thing? I know this is the first for us. Oh, look at you, Aaron, doing big things.
Well, I mean, it's all going to go into the show. Everything goes to the show. Everything goes to the show. Wow. Hey, that's going to be a trivia question for the birthday. Everybody write it down. Who was our first super chat?
Yeah. Who was the first? It was Westcat.
Westcat.
Thanks, Rick.
Let's see if I can.
Okay, well then I guess my favorite accomplishment to this day, real talk, is meeting Ivan.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Mine too. Mine too, as a matter of fact. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah. Get to share tacos with him. That was the best. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
My go-karts with him.
What the flock?
It's good things. Anywho, where's Carlos at now?
I think we're just gonna let that one soak for a little while. I'm gonna let that marinate. We're just gonna let that marinate. Yeah. Remember, kids, her greatest accomplishment was meeting Yvan. Yep.
Anyways.
No. Continue to let it marinate, please. Thank you.
That's pretty cool, Westcat. Thank you so much for the $25 for PayPal.
It was really awesome. And then you ruined it. So thanks. Thanks for that.
I'm trying to gloss over it.
I'm not gonna let it happen.
Sorry.
This is not working the way I wanted it to work.
3 miles. That's pretty close.
Anyway, I don't care about that anymore.
Hey, when is the retreat again?
The retreat is June 19th through June 21st, down in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. The whole idea was to help Socrates move. That's where this whole thing originated, but apparently he's already moved most of his stuff down there anyway. Hey, speaking of which, boop, boop, boop. Yeah, so I gotta connect with him. The original idea all stemmed from, hey, I gotta go down to South Carolina to meet up with Kiev he's going to donate a whole bunch of power washers to the Pay It Forward campaign. Then Socrates was just like, hey, I'm moving down there. And I was like, all right, well, then why don't we coordinate it so that, we can all maybe merge onto Myrtle Beach. I can accomplish what I need for the Pay It Forward campaign. And maybe, many hands will make for light work. And so then we started kind of building this whole thing. And then it became more so now Rick Smith, he was like, I'll go. I got nothing else to do because I just wait around for my friends to call me because boop, 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 boop. I like to watch mud dry. So anyway, so then Rick decided he was going to come, and of course, there's always a Titan Tim because that's his stomping grounds. So that we had those guys, and then I got bio bombs to sign on. And it's just kind of grown from there. And I think what last count, we had 13 people that were going down there. And maybe Adrian's going to show up. And maybe Papa Smurf's going to show up. And maybe Eileen's going to show up. Look at that. And apparently we're getting even more donations for the Pay It Forward campaign. So, yeah. So it's June, to answer your question, June 19th is when we're kicking it off. And hopefully we can make it last for a couple of days. We were talking about getting an Airbnb, but I don't know how that's going to play out. I think it might just be easier for everybody to just get a hotel room. I don't know. I know that's not true, Rick Smith, because your wife won't let you. Bought and paid for. She's going to South Carolina. Boop boop.
Wish I could give products away, but I gave a whole bunch to teenager. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Good for you, Sock.
Yeah, that's what you should do. Maybe it's not so. It is so. Dude, I don't know.
I gave those products to Will, and he was very appreciative.
All right. What's the next question?
Wes, that's Roxy. She's my haiku.
What social media platform have you had the most success with?
Oh, Instagram.
What's the weirdest thing that you found while detailing a vehicle?
I wouldn't say weird, but pretty common is some type of ammo or artillery, like guns, knives, blades, just weaponry. Because I live near the base, so that's pretty common. David, she's an old lady. She is 8.
Have you ever had a customer that expresses unrealistic expectations of a detail?
Yep. The customer that this question came from, which is the guy on base that wanted me to pull out his seats. And
is this isn't the 1-star guy, right?
No, different guy. He wanted me to pull up the seats and do a whole what do they call them? Disaster detail treatment to his car.
But he didn't want to. But he didn't want to pay for it.
Right. Yeah. That was.
I'm going to Will's tomorrow. Someone road raged his car, and I got to get tire marks out of his paint. Holy mackerel!
Who's Will?
I believe it's a kid down the street that won. He won some stuff from the Pay It Forward campaign. He was a young kid starting out. I think that's who. It was.
Nice.
I can't remember.
So is that who you're talking about?
And then last but not least, how do you classify success?
I classify success in time spent doing the things and being with the people that I love. I used to classify success with a $, and I think the older I got, the more I realized that it's more valuable the time you have to spend.
I don't mean to interrupt you. I was going to say, I don't mean to interrupt you, but Smurfy is in the Smurfy house. Smurf.
Hey, Eric.
Again,
but yeah, so
again, being
spending
like
time.
those inner circle people.
Yeah.
Again, May being mental health awareness. Every person that you meet is going through a battle you know nothing about, and having inner circle people to talk to lean on, it's incredibly helpful. I'm glad that this community was able to be there for Smurf, and I love the way that Smurf was there for me. This was, like I said, it was a tough week, and you and Smurf and Rick Smith really came through to me in solid. We're able to do the show tonight because you guys.
Right. But yeah, so that's it. I think that's my definition of success, is being able to do the things you love and be with the people you love, and having that time is important for me.
Yeah, I think that that first video that I sent that we played for the mental flossing about, we have a finite amount of time here, and
sure.
holding on to stuff in the past is definitely detrimental for your ability to enjoy the future.
Yeah,
so,
and I think that like my life took a turn in that direction when my dad passed, because I think before that, I think that I thought maybe life was just infinite, and then
sure.
And then that happened, and then I realized, like, the people you have in your life, like, that is very fragile, and you have to treat it such that, like, tomorrow, this could be my last podcast.
Right.
Tomorrow, blink, look at my phone, and get into an accident, and like the end. And so, approaching life that way, where you're like appreciative of the people you have in your life and your last moment with them, you never know when your last moment is. But if you treat it as if that's what it is, then you understand how precious life really is, and you treat people that way. And that's what I like to do.
I think that it's very hard to keep that mindset in the forefront of your thoughts. Last year, my wife's best friend, her husband went out to walk the dogs and slipped on the ice and banged his head, and within 12 hours he was no longer with us.
Yeah.
I mean, it was that random of an event. Like, I walk the dogs every single day, and today I'm going out to walk the dogs, and today I slipped on the ice, and tomorrow I'm gone. Yeah. And it's been very disruptive to this community, because he was a very, very, very involved member of the community, volunteer firefighter, was on the school board. Like, he was involved in the historical society. Like, he was well loved, well known, and it was so random. And yet I struggle every day to keep that mindset. Like, I'm so focused on the right here, right now moment that that I'm reactionary to everything that's going on around me, instead of taking that time to embrace. Like, Phoenix is all consuming. I wake up in the middle of the night, I'm thinking about Phoenix. I go to bed at night, I'm thinking about Phoenix. Like, everything is Phoenix. And I know for a fact that it's impacted all of my relations around me. My wife says, "You're not the same person that I married, just so you know. You're somebody else. Like, you don't."
Yeah.
And so, like, I'm trying to walk that balance. When you said, what's the definition of success? And it's kind of like, well, yeah, I wish that I had the means to be able to spend that kind of time with family, to go on vacations and make memories, and and do all that stuff. But most of the time I'm in the warehouse. I'm doing whatever I can to provide for the family. I know there's a lot of people in the chats that are the same way. Either the sole providers for their family, or they're in it with somebody else, and there's still just, hey, we're living paycheck to paycheck. We're living day to day. And, we're praying to God that he gives us our daily bread, because, times are tough, and the world is really uncertain. I think we're living in some of the most uncertain times that we've ever lived in, especially because the world is so small. Technology has enabled us to be everywhere and anywhere at the same time, all the time. So I think you're right about your definition of success, and I have to be a better steward of carving that kind of time out to make time for. Life is short, and like we talked about in Curmudgeon's the mental floss of last Curmudgeon's Corner, where it's like you don't know when that last day is. Everybody is on borrowed time. And sure. I could slip on the ice tomorrow. What was not said, or what was the last thing that I said to my wife, to my kid, to you, to a friend, to a neighbor? I don't have time to talk to you. I'll call you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, what happens if tomorrow's not there? These are the kind of things that I think about. And that's why this community is so important to me. That's why you're so important to me. That's why my friends are so important to me, is that I don't know how much time we have left.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think that's what kind of taught me, like I said, that life is so precious. Because I think back to like my last interaction with my dad, and like we had an argument. And if you think back to the argument, like I think back to it all the time, and I'm like, why can't I just let it go? Like why did I hold on to it so tightly? And then like he called me before he passed, and I missed the call because I was working, and I worked overnights, and I was tired, and I missed the call. And what would have happened if I had answered the call? Like what things have been different. So it's just things like that where like I take that experience and I push it forward to my relationships now, where I'm just like, I don't care how mad I am. I don't care how upset I am. I don't care how hurt I am. My last interaction with someone before I go to bed is never going to be negative, because I don't know.
Yeah.
And there's nothing that I could argue about with a person that would be worth holding on to it. Like it's like everyone said, life is too short. Life is too short.
Yeah, and I think we take so much for granted. There's so many things that we will get to tomorrow. So many things that we haven't said, so many things that we haven't shared, so many things. And again, I love the fact that we can talk about this kind of stuff on Curmudgeon's Corner. Obviously we joke and laugh and have fun, but we also, at the end of it all, like if you just look at these comments, we're all facing a battle that nobody knows anything about. And I love the fact that we're here for each other. And even if it's not
always
picking up a phone and calling, we have the ability to like Kimberly just posted something, and Tim just posted something, and Westcat just posted something, and it's just kind of like, yeah, we're not alone, and we all are struggling in our own way. But at the same time, when we're together like this, we're stronger, right? I mean, like the single, what does it say? The single bamboo will break, but the band of bamboos are stronger than steel, right? I mean, that's at the end of the day, that's
for sure
what we're trying to do. So anyway, enough deep talk. Enough deep talk. What would you say would be your top 4 movie genres?
Top 4 movie genres.
If we're doing the Mount Rushmore.
Okay, I would definitely say comedy. Something comedic is my first. Then probably action after that.
Okay.
And I don't know if these are real categories. I'm just telling you, you can decide what the category is. Something like a mystery, unsolved mystery type thing. Like
all right. That's fine. Mystery slash
It's one of those,
suspense.
like one of those documentary type things where you like, you know, like documentary on, but I don't know.
Like
Jeffrey
you're
Dahmer.
like so you're like into murder documentaries.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I like.
Yeah, that's
I like
very
them.
that's a very popular genre. I mean, if you turn on any of the streaming platforms like Max or Hulu,
They've got
it's
them
like
all over.
that's like the first 10 things. They're like, oh, because you liked Silence of the Lambs, you might want to watch How to Catch a Psycho. What was it? What was the name of that?
My roommate was a psycho type.
My
stuff,
roommate
yeah.
was a psycho. Yeah. All right. Murder doc. All right, one more.
Oh, thanks, Wes. I appreciate
Westcat,
you,
appreciate you. You were the number one, buddy. You are the number one. Super chat. Westcat, super chat. That was my Cinderella impression.
I like it. Let's think. Man, you know what I like? I like you know, like those shows that they have on Disney where it's like Planet Earth. Or like there's one now about
The National Geographic stuff.
pangolin. Yeah. Love it.
All right, so I'm just gonna go with
Man.
nature docs as well. So you got murder docs, nature docs.
Give me a good like penguin.
Anything that's narrated by Morgan Freeman. Got
Morgan Freeman is my grandfather. Yes.
All right, so out of your comedy,
life,
give me your top 4 out of comedies, out of the comedy genre. Give me your top 4.
Top four comedy.
Anything with Vince Vaughn. I know, I'm the same way.
Yes, Vince Vaughn. He's hilarious. Oh my god, what's the movie where he's like she passes him the baby and he's like, I'm gonna throw up.
Four Christmases.
Yes, I love that movie.
Swaddle that baby. Swaddle that baby. Yeah. Mistletoe.
Pineapple.
Yeah. 4 Christmases. I can't.
He's hilarious.
Best.
Okay, anything with Robin Williams, of course.
Of course.
He's my favorite person. So, like, I love Birdcage. Birdcage is hilarious.
That is great.
What else?
Surprisingly, my favorite Robin Williams movie isn't a comedy.
Yeah, what is it?
Dead Poet Society.
Oh, why is Good Will Hunting?
Good Will Hunting is good, but he's no "Oh Captain, My Captain" like that. That hit differently when I watched that. I was like, oh.
Yeah. Okay, let's think. Bridesmaids.
All right.
I think that's a pretty funny one. And then I don't know. Kevin Hart is pretty funny. So most of his stuff I think is pretty funny. And they're not quality movies, but he's got some that are pretty funny.
So do you like him teamed up more with The Rock or
Ice-T? I think their dynamic. No. I think their dynamic is pretty funny.
Yeah. The Jumanji movies, that was solid.
Yeah.
And then what was the one where Rock was a CIA guy? That was a fun one too. All right. Kevin Hart. There was only one movie that you named by name. The rest of them are actor based. That's interesting.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Vince Vaughn movies, Robin Williams movies, Kevin Hart movies, and Bridesmaids.
Yeah.
All right. Top 4 bands or songs. You strike me as a big Cure person.
I like Cure. Yeah.
Really?
I like Duran Duran. I like Nirvana. I like Pearl Jam. But I mean, that's just like the ones I like in that genre. Yeah. And then there's like, other stuff. But yeah, those are I've been on a heavy rock kick this past week, so those are the ones that come to mind.
Okay. And then let's see, are we doing TV? Are you watching any TV?
Yeah, I'm watching You.
No, you're not. I mean, you are right now, but not all the time.
Not You. Like the show You.
Oh.
You.
Oh. Sorry, You. I gotta look this up.
Okay. Anything? So like Grey's Anatomy, New Girl.
Lame. That's good. New Girl's good.
Yeah. Law and Order.
I think
SVU.
Nick might be my spirit animal.
He for sure is. He's so great.
What would you
Yeah,
do
Law
for
and
love?
Order.
For Joe, an intense young man who frequently becomes smitten with beautiful, smart women, this question is put to the test. A charming yet awkward crush becomes something more sinister when love turns into obsession for Joe. Using social media, the internet, he uses every tool at his disposal to become close to the women of his dreams, even going so far as to remove any obstacle, including people, that stands in his way of getting to them. Okie dokie.
Hey, Chris.
Does that sound accurate? Is that an accurate description?
Yeah, for sure.
Came out in
4 seasons.
It came out in 2018 and only has 5 seasons, 50 episodes.
Yeah, it just came out with their 5th season.
Interesting. All right. Okay. I guess I'll have to start watching, even though that doesn't sound like anything I'd be interested in.
Yeah, I don't think so. Blacklist. That's also a good one. Have you seen that one?
Yeah.
Love it. But yeah, Blacklist, Law and Order SVU, New Girl, Grey's Anatomy. Those are my jams.
All right. All right. And Death Row, Last Meal. What is it?
I would say probably a fat, juicy steak. With some garlic mashed. Gravy, of course. And probably some Texas toast. I don't know.
All
But
right.
as long as it's a fat, juicy steak and some garlic mashed, I'm there.
All right. All right. That's all I got for you.
Nice.
Eileen's in the books.
Look at us. Tomahawk steak, for sure. I mean, he knows his meats. It's the platinum auto glass.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
Oh, creme brulee. Yes, Kim, for sure.
All right. I'll add it. What about like a nice banana Foster?
Yeah, but creme brulee really hits the spot. You know what my favorite dessert is of all time? A tiramisu.
Really?
Yeah, so I think that would be my. Even though creme brulee is great, Kim, but I would say tiramisu is my favorite.
Interesting. Never one of my favorites.
No?
I always feel like the cookies get soggy, and then it's gross. We had this discussion with Rick Smith the other day about everything needs to be soggy. You know what I like to do? I like to get a nice cup of tomato soup, and then I take these Dorito. Have you ever heard of a Dorito? You know, Dorito, it's like a little tortilla chip. It's all nacho cheesy.
Tortilla.
Tortilla. You take these nacho tortillas. They're called Doritos. Toes, you know, like on your feet, toes. You take these.
Rick.
You take these.
Where are you, Rick?
You take these tortillas and you put them in the tomato soup and you let them sit there till they get nice and soggy. It is the most delicious thing I've ever had. I'm just telling you.
Rick, is this story true?
I swear to God, this is a conversation that we had because I was just like, Rick. I can't do soggy at all. Like my cereal, I need, like, I pour the milk in and I have to eat it before it turns soggy. Like even Captain Crunch that destroys the roof of your mouth, I can't let it get soggy. It's just gross. And like if I put crackers in my soup, I do a couple of little crunches at one time, and then I eat those while they're still crispy, and I put more crackers in, and then I eat those while they're crispy. I cannot do soggy in anything, but Rick Smith loves it. I'm telling you right now, it's the greatest. These tortillas, you just put the tortilla chip in there, and you put it. You put it right in the tomato soup when it gets all soft. I'm telling you, man, it is delicious.
Rick, chime in. You're weird.
It's a true story, though. There's no denial coming out of him because it's true. I like everything soggy, and apparently so does my wife, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Shots fired. Shots fired.
Rick.
Anyway, we came full circle.
Yeah, we did.
He wants to put. Look at this guy. That $25 super chat he wants for the pay it forward.
Pay it forward.
All right. Apparently, full disclaimer, I don't know anything about it yet, but this is what Papa Smurf told me, is that YouTube eats like 60% of all donations, which is just absolutely bananas to me. But I don't know, because I didn't even set up super chat, so I don't even know how it works. I didn't do. That wasn't the reason why I wanted to hit that 500.
Well, I guess you can let us know what happens to that $25.
Okay, we'll do.
How much of it does YouTube take?
Because otherwise, just buy a gift card. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Otherwise, just buy a gift card, because that full $25 would then go to some participant.
Right.
Anyway, aim for the knees. Hey, we're at 2 hours. You want to give something away?
Sure. You want to ask a question?
Sure. How about, I got so much detail from you. All right, I'll just do it. What was Eileen's first concert? What was Eileen's first concert? I don't know, because I've never even heard of that person or persons. I don't know. This is for close to $30. If it's only $25 because of the gift card structure, it's going to be $25. But anyway, it's a rollover from Kimberly MC. Because Tears for Fears. Nope. Oh, Rick Smith got it. Rick Smith.
Ghost got it. Ghost got it.
Ghost got it?
Ghost got it.
Where?
Right after Enthusiast.
Yeah, I see it. Yep. I see it. Yep. All right. Ghost. Winner, chicken dinner. Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah, it has been Ghost.
Yeah. He has a brand new polisher because he's been a minute since he won something.
Well, one that he rightly deserved.
I didn't disagree. I'm just saying. Saying.
Your face said something else.
All right. Let's see what I can do. I think the last time, Mackenzie won a gift card, and I ended up buying it from Carzilla and sending it to her to make life easier for the Canadians. Our brothers to the north, brothers and sisters to the north.
Good job, Ghost.
All right. So, Ghost.
Yeah, you said that'd be great.
Ghost. Gift card. $30-ish. Got it. Bop, bop, bop. Oh, Canada. Isn't that like yeah, I'm sure it is. I can tell you right now that when I sent Mackenzie that $25 gift card, it only cost me like $16 to do it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a crazy exchange rate. Yeah. So, if this wasn't a kid's show, I would say so many horrible things to you right now, Rick Smith.
Rick, I think he'll get it. He'll get it when we finally come up with the 3 pH system for Phoenix.
Well, it's been a great show, everybody. It's we put 2 hours into this whole thing, and good thing Detail Grandma's no longer in the chat, so she would have thought that I really fired you, and then I'd be in trouble again.
Oh, no.
You see this? You see this shirt? It says "Be kind," and none of you people are being kind at all.
You're the one wearing it.
I know. It's almost hypocritical for me to be wearing this shirt.
All right, kids.
Goodness. Yeah, it's been a week. It's been a long day. It's 2 hours in. I think that we've given you worth the price of admission to this show. I'm a little tired. I know, Eileen, I know you're tired. We both have to get something to eat for dinner. So it's 10 o'clock for me, which is 7 o'clock for you. Everybody, we're going to have a great show next week or in 2 weeks. We got the Detail Kid. I got a pleasure of meeting him down at MTE. This kid, for being like, 12 years old, 14 years old, something like that, he is an unbelievable fireball, tearing up the industry, working on some of the most expensive and prolific cars. So in 2 weeks, we're going to have a really good show. I just turned 51 yesterday, so I'm going to try to start turning some new leaves over. Eileen, I told you that I was going to cut back on the drinking. I'm not giving it up, but I am definitely going to cut way back on it. And save it for shows and special occasions. And then other than that, I don't think I'm going to do it anymore because I just need to start getting my stuff together.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Eileen, if people wanted to get more of you, where would they find you?
Well, you can find me on YouTube at So Clean Detailing. You can find me Instagram, SoClean_detailing. And then you can always check my website at SoClean.com or send me an email at info@getsoclean.com.
And if you wanted to support the show and save yourself a little bit of cheddar, I'd say go SoClean10 for 10% off everything site-wide at the Phoenix E.O.D. website.
Yes, absolutely.
If you have any aspirations to donate to the Pay It Forward campaign, you can send donations to Phoenix EOD, 404 Bloomfield Drive, Suite 1, West Berlin, New Jersey, 08091. Make sure that you put somewhere on it that it's for the Pay It Forward campaign. Big shout out to my distributors.
Can I cut you off for a quick second?
Yes, ma'am, of course.
I just want to shout out Adamo and Jeff from Improved Garage. I was on a podcast, can't remember which one it was, I was watching, and the person said to donate it to Pay It Forward, and so they are going to be sending you 2 cases of Stay Strong Detailer.
Really?
For the Pay It Forward, yeah. So thank you so much to Adamo and Jeff from Improved Garage.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I know that Hawaii Tim has donated a bunch of those, and so did Nick Fife from DF Detailing as well. So there's going to be a lot of Stay Strong being given away.
Around.
Yeah, it's great. It's a good cause, and I'm glad that it's kind of like a Pay It Forward inside of Pay It Forward, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Okay.
All right. You're totally fine. I appreciate you. I appreciate you doing that shout out. West Coast distribution, Adrian, IamDetailedAF.com. Midwest distribution, FabDetailSupplies.com, and Southeast distribution, ShineYourLightDetailing.com/store. We also have some Phoenix around the world, Canada, Carzilla.ca, United Kingdom, intodetailing.co.uk, and our dear friend Andrew over in Australia at osprodetailing.com.au. And then, of course, the House of Rags, everywhere you are. Thehouseofrags.com. Make sure you use promo code NoDirectionDetail10 to save yourself.
So Clean 10.
No. Not at the House of Rags. You don't get that. You don't get So Clean 10. It's No Direction Detail. And by the way, that is a fantastic show. We've only done 4 episodes because Brian refuses to do more than 1 episode a month. But we've done 4 episodes.
That's such a good show.
We have so much fun. I mean,
I love watching it.
You want to talk about going off the rails? We definitely just
that one you just did with Christian was amazing. It was so great.
It's so much fun. There's nothing that I enjoy more than making Brian Spittler laugh. He's got that Woody Woodpecker laugh. And it just, when he laughs, he gets me going. Like it's kind of like I know that I've thrown a bullseye when I can get him to chuckle. So yeah, make sure you watch No Direction Detail over at the House of Rags. It's a fun show. We have a good time, and I'm hoping that I can convince him eventually to do more than once a month. But anyway, yeah, there you go. June 21st, Myrtle Beach episode is a must. We're definitely going to do a ton of live streaming down there. Eileen, if you can be there, that would be so epic. We would have the best Curmudgeon's Corner of all time if we're in the same room together. I that's a dream that I'm living for. All right, so where were we? The serious stuff. All right, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Make sure you reach out to somebody. And speaking from experience, when you are in your darkest hour and things are absolutely as bleak as you think they can possibly be, reach out to a friend. You know, we've talked about it a couple of episodes ago. Do you got 8 minutes? And in your darkest hour, just talking to somebody, almost like getting the poison out of your system. You know, the beautiful relationship that I have with Papa Smurf, where I can scream and I can cry and I can yell at him just to get it out and have him, you know, be that rock of a person, of a friendship that can take it. And then, of course, you know, when he was going through what he was going through a couple of weeks ago, and is still going to go through it from the loss of his father, for him to be able to do the same thing, it's all it takes is just reaching out to somebody and using that key phrase, that password of "you got 8 minutes," is the signal that, like, I need your help. Do it. Do it. Don't let the hard days win. Do not let the hard days win.
Never.
And it's only when they're super, super hard and the night is super, super dark that you can truly appreciate the light. So, that being said, suicide prevention and crisis counseling resources. If someone you know is struggling, or if you are struggling with suicidal thoughts, seek help from a professional and call 988. The United States' first nationwide 3-digit mental health crisis hotline, 988, will connect callers with trained mental health counselors. Text HOME to 741-741 in the U.S. and Canada to reach the crisis text hotline. You can also look up resources at www.apa.org/topics/crisis-hotlines. They have resources to everything that you might be encountering, from physical abuse, mental abuse, substance abuse, whatever it is that you're facing, whatever demon, whatever battle you are fighting that no one knows anything about, reach out. And then, of course, as always, on a lighter note, make sure you follow Curmudgeon's Corner, the podcast, Curmudgeon's Corner Pod on IG. Will help keep you up to date on what's happening on Curmudgeon's Corner and what we're doing. And then, of course, I just want to say, if you can help us build our subscribership, we need to hit 1,000 so that we can all have really, really cool swag. That I love it when I get a customer that buys a banner or a T-shirt or a mug or coasters. Those are my favorite orders, because it's like we're building the fellowship. We're building like those
Fan
people.
base,
Yeah, those people are involved. You know what I mean? Like they're like, that's it's kind of like wearing the team jersey, the team. You know, like, yeah, you're part of. It just makes me smile. So anyway, I love everybody in the chats. Eileen, I love you.
Love you.
You were a real rock star for me this week, and I just appreciate you. And I hope that I could return half of what you give to me. So
You do every time.
So anyway, Curmudgeon's 54.
Yes.
May is mental health awareness. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Curmudgeon's 55 with the Detail Kid. Group hug. That's right, Kimberly MC. And you know what? Last but not least, I want to say this one more time. I did it twice already. I'm going to do it one more time. Life is a storm, my young friend. You will bask in the sunlight one moment, be shattered on the rocks the next. What makes you a man or woman is what you do when that storm comes. You must look into that storm and shout as you did in Rome. Do your worst, or I will do mine. Then the fates will all know you as we know you. All right? So with that, Eileen, I love you, and I'll see you in 2.
Okay.
Good night, everybody. Thanks for coming out on a Saturday night. You're the best.